Welcome back, guys, to another beer review. You're watching All the Beer No Idea. I'm Baz. Still not got changed. It's been a busy evening. I think I've mentioned it on my other videos, but doesn't matter anyway. So busy that I still haven't even finished the last beer I'm on, and I'm going to bang up another beer review now. So what we got coming up now is one that I picked up from Lidls, and this is sort of their own range sort of bitter, and it's from Hatherwood, and it's their original bitter, coming in at 3.6% in a 500ml can. I picked up a 4-pack of these. I think they were £2.79, so 70p each. So it's not exactly expensive, is it? But will it be any good? This is the thing, we don't know. You might have seen the video the other day. I picked a few sort of like cheap Lidl, Aldi sort of beers up just to review, because not everyone can afford the craft stuff. They might want to see what this is like. So yeah, there we go. A very sort of, for me, typical old school bitter can. Like I said, 70p each. Talking shit now. Let's just get this beer out. Got the bitter glass, or the granddad glass, as some people like to call it. So let's get it out and give it a go. I'll be honest, I'm not expecting much from it, but you know, I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. I'm going to try and do it justice. I'm trying to give it a nice pour so it looks good. Which, in all fairness, that looks like an old school bitter to me. As I do with some of these sort of like super value beers, I sort of I review them for what they are and not for what, you know. I can't compare this to a Vault City Sour or a German lager, can I? So beer in a glass. As you can see, that is a lovely sort of caramel, sort of amber colour. It's clear, yes. Again, as you'd expect, old school sort of stuff really, I would say. Plenty of carbonation coming up the glass. We got a finger of compact white head on top. In all fairness, you know, if it's got the taste there, it's fine, isn't it? I mean, it doesn't look like a bad beer. So let's dive in on the nose, see what we get. I'm sceptical though. But remember, 70p a can. The first thing that hits me on the nose, you do get a slight hoppy aroma, and you get sort of like a hedgerow fruit aroma. It is very subtle, but you do get it. I mean, that bitter that I had from Tesco's, what was it? In all fairness, I think it was 90p for 4 cans, so you know, you expect shit, don't you, for 90p? And that was 2%, whereas this like nearly double. But this, you get that little bit of hop, you get that bit of malt. You do get that subtle sort of hedgerow fruit thing in there. Granted, it doesn't smell great, but it doesn't smell bad, it doesn't smell horrible. So without further ado, let's dive in and see what we get. In all fairness, at 70p a can, there is a little bit of a funny taste in there for me. But body's not particularly heavy, but I've had worse. I genuinely have worse. I think the Banks's Amber Ale that I done, 89p. Not as good as this. Not as good as this. Not a bad mouthfeel. Not heavily carbonated. Quite smooth, in all honesty. Taste notes, that what I do get from it, I do get a coppery sort of taste in there, and I really do get that sort of coppery taste. Not that it's particularly offensive, but you do pick it up. It's slightly sweet, slightly hoppy. You're getting the malt in there. The malt is probably the biggest thing that hits you, but not overpowering. There is like that hedgerow fruit thing going on in there. .6%. In all honesty, it still smells as good as any of the stuff I've had from the pinter so far. Still tastes. It's still got that sort of alcohol taste, and still better than what I'm getting from the pinter, in all honesty. You are getting an inkling that it's a beer. You are getting an idea that it's a beer. It's got quite a nice sweetness to it. Excuse me. For a light, easy, sessionable supermarket budget bitter, I don't think that's that bad. I really don't. And I was expecting it to be awful, absolutely unbearable, undrinkable. It's not, in my view. It really isn't. It's actually quite an enjoyable, nice, easy drinking sort of beer. So yeah, for me, Lidl's Hatherwood Original Bitter coming in at 3.6% has surprised me totally. It really has. That is quite an enjoyable little bitter. Could it be better? Of course it could be better. You're paying 70p a can for a 500ml can, 70p a pint. Jesus, you know, struggle to buy a pint of milk for that these days. I'm certain you do, like, didn't you? If you buy a single pint, Christ, it's getting at bloody 60 odd p. Not that you can have this on your cornflakes or in your cup of tea in the morning, but I'm putting it out there that you could actually buy more or less a pint of a half decent bitter, or an alright bitter, for 70p. You can't go wrong. It suits everyone's budget. So yeah, if you like your bitters, get to Lidl's, give this Hatherwood Original Bitter a go. 3.6%, 500ml can, 4-pack for £2.79. I don't think it's that bad. It's not the greatest beer you're ever going to drink. No, it's a budget beer. It does exactly what it's supposed to do, if not a little bit better. You know, let's look at Foster's and stuff. It's shit, isn't it? It's an awful lager. Awful lager. This isn't a bad bitter. So for me, Hatherwood Original Bitter is worth a try. You know, if you've got £2.80 in your pocket, it's hardly going to break the bank, is it? If you've had it before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. Feel free to like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget Facebook, All the Beer No Idea. Twitter and Instagram, All the Beer No Idea 1. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy the rest of your night. I am going to have a sit down and the rest. Cheers.